Imagine plugging a supercomputer directly into a lightning bolt without a surge protector.
Oh, that would be a disaster.
Right. You have all this incredible high voltage power available, but without a way to ground it, you just end up frying the motherboard.
Complete system failure.
Exactly. And that is essentially what you are doing to your nervous system when you chase high-level spiritual awakening without a physical anchor.
Yeah, it really takes a toll.
It does. So welcome to today's deep dive. It is Monday, June 15th, 2026. In our fast-paced world of just constant information overload, today's deep dive offers a look at an ancient tool for grounding and clarity.
It's a really fascinating one, too.
Oh, absolutely. We've got this great stack of source material detailing the profound metaphysical properties of a highly specific, very complex crystal called Smoky Elestial Quartz.
Quite a mouthful, I know.
Yeah, but our mission today is to understand the anatomical and energetic paradox of this stone. We want to see how it acts as a literal bridge between soaring spiritual transformation and, heavy physical grounding.
Because usually you get one or the other.
Right. So to start, let's just look at what this crystal physically is. It's a unique geological mashup. It combines celestial quartz, which the sources note has these multiple layered terminations, and a tiered skeletal appearance.
Kind of like a geometric staircase.
Yeah, exactly. And then it fuses that with smoky quartz, which actually gets its color from natural gamma radiation.
Which is wild to think about. Deep Earth radiation.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this. How do two such drastically different physical traits, like a high-frequency structure and a radiation-baked anchor, create a single, unified master healer?
Well, what's fascinating here is the absolute synergy between these two components. It's all about harmonizing the high and the low. So the celestial part acts as what the text calls a spiritual antenna.
An antenna?
Yeah, it has this incredibly high-frequency energy that connects to cosmic consciousness, spirit guides, all that esoteric data. But if you only have the antenna, your system just gets overwhelmed.
You just pull in too much signal?
Exactly. People end up feeling really ungrounded or just kind of spacey. So the smoky quartz component is the essential grounding cord.
Okay, so if the celestial quartz is like installing a blindingly fast fiber optic internet connection to the cosmos, the smoky quartz is the heavy-duty surge protector, ensuring your hardware, like your physical body, doesn't just fry.
I mean, that is a perfect analogy, yes.
But let me push back a little. Is the goal here just to get high spiritually, or is there a practical physical application for all this?
Oh, it's intensely practical. See, intense spiritual work often leaves people feeling disconnected from reality. The smoky quartz safely anchors that cosmic wisdom into the physical plane. It acts like a step-down transformer.
So you can actually use the information.
Right. The source explicitly says it teaches us that we don't have to choose between being spiritual and physical beings. We are both.
That makes a lot of sense. So we know why the stone balances these energies, but how does it map onto the human body? The notes bring up the chakra system here.
They do, yeah. The stone primarily associates with two extreme points. First, you have the crown chakra, the Sahasrara at the top of the head. That's your gateway to higher consciousness.
The antenna point.
Exactly. And second, the root chakra, the Muladhara at the base of the spine. That one governs safety, security, physical reality.
Rounding cord point.
You got it. The stone creates this harmonious flow between them. The text actually calls it a spiritual elevator between these two extremes.
Oh, here's where it gets really interesting. Because most people think of personal growth as like climbing a ladder one rung at a time, right?
Right, slowly working your way up.
Yeah, but this stone acts like an express elevator that connects the penthouse directly to the basement, just bypassing the middle floors entirely to create instant structural integrity.
That's a great way to put it. It's a rapid transit column of energy.
So how do you actually use it to do that?
Yeah.
The notes mentioned a practical application where you lie down.
Yes, the protocol is very specific. You lie down and place one stone on the crown and another on the root. Or another option is lying on your stomach and placing the crystal directly along the spine.
Wow, just directly on the back.
Yeah. And the goal is to create a full body alignment. It forces that energy current through this central column, clearing blockages.
Wait, if this elevator is moving energy rapidly up and down the spine, what happens when it hits our internal emotional roadblocks? Because I assume it's not a perfectly smooth ride.
Oh, definitely not. That friction is why the deep dive transitions into compassionate shadow work.
Oh.
Yeah, energetic cleansing. The source outlines a very specific two-step cleansing process. Step 1 is the energetic detox.
And that's the celestial part doing the work.
Exactly. Those multiple terminations of the celestial quartz act as a spiritual broom. They literally sweep stagnant energy and emotional residue from your aura.
A spiritual broom. All right, and step 2.
Step 2 is grounding and shielding. The smoky quartz absorbs all that swept up negative debris and transmutes it safely into the earth.
So it doesn't just float around in your living room.
Right, it prevents a rebound effect where the negativity just reattaches to you.
But, I mean, facing past traumas and unconscious beliefs is terrifying for most people. How does holding a rock actually make that easier?
It's a fair question.
Like, it sounds like doing deep psychological surgery, but the stone acts as the sterile, secure operating room.
I love that. Yes, a sterile operating room. It creates a safe container. It doesn't do the psychological processing for you, but it keeps your physical body feeling anchored while your mind goes into those dark places.
And there are specific rituals for this in the text, right? Like the aura cleansing ritual.
Yes, that one involves taking the stone in your dominant hand and sweeping it a few inches from the body. You start at the head and sweep all the way down to the toes.
Just literally physically sweeping your aura.
Yeah, the physical motion helps trigger the nervous system.
Yeah.
And then there's the shadow work ritual.
Right, the deep surgery.
Exactly. For that, you set up a sacred space, light a candle, grab a journal. But the key is keeping a hand on the stone while you write out a fear or a trauma.
Just to maintain that safe container.
Exactly. Continuous tactile feedback that you are safe in the room.
Okay, so what does this all mean for the rest of our day? Because having done the deep psychological heavy lifting, we still have to go to work. We can't just sit in a candlelit room forever.
Very true.
The source highlights using it as a shield against environmental pollution and psychic attacks in the daily waking world. I kind of think of it as essentially a wearable, energetic Brita filter for modern life.
A wearable Brita filter. That is brilliant. And the text gives some very actionable ways to use this filter.
Like in the home or office.
Yeah, placing a large piece in a central living area or right on your desk. It clears the electromagnetic smog from your screens.
Which is huge. We stare at screens all day.
We really do. And then for personal use, you can carry it as a talisman.
Yeah.
Just a raw or tumbled piece in your pocket or wearing it as jewelry.
Does that just maintain your boundaries when you're out and about?
Precisely. It absorbs the frantic static of everyday stress. Another cool use is crystal cleansing.
Wait, using a crystal to clean a crystal?
Yeah. You can use Smoky Elestial to cleanse other crystals that are maybe sensitive to water or sunlight. You just place them nearby, and it draws out their stagnant energy.
Oh, wow, that's so convenient. And the notes also get into a really specific crystal grid setup.
Oh, the grids are fascinating. You use the Smoky Elestial as a centerpiece. Then you combine it specifically with labradorite for intuition, obsidian for cutting toxic ties, and clear quartz to broadcast the intention.
So it's like a metaphysical radio station.
Basically, yeah. And finally, there's dream work and astral travel.
Right, projecting your consciousness.
Yeah, you place it on the nightstand or under the pillow for subconscious healing. Or if you're doing shamanic journeying, you place it on the root chakra or down by your feet.
Because if your consciousness is out wandering, you need a literal weight tying you to the bed. A tether to ensure a safe return to the body.
Exactly. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, all these practices require a clear, stated intention. The stone is the engine, but you still have to steer.
And you have to maintain the stone itself.
Oh, absolutely. The text says to cleanse it with cool water, dry sea salt, or just leave it out under a full moon. It needs maintenance.
Right, the filter needs to be emptied out.
Exactly.
So just to wrap up this deep dive, it sounds like Smoky Elestial Quartz is not just about escaping reality to reach higher realms.
Not at all.
It's really about bringing the wisdom of those realms safely back down to Earth so you can live a more authentic, grounded life.
Yeah, and this raises an important question, especially thinking about our culture right now. If this crystal teaches us that true spiritual ascent requires an equally deep grounding cord, it begs the question, is our modern epidemic of information overload actually just a symptom of us lacking a grounding cord for all the high-frequency data we consume every day?
Oh, wow.
Like, are we just building antennas without building anchors?
Wait, really? Building antennas without anchors. That perfectly ties back to the supercomputer analogy at the start. We have all this data, but no way to systematically process it.
We're just frying our motherboards.
Exactly. Well, that is a fantastic thought to chew on. So to you listening, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep questioning, keep seeking that balance between your high-flying ideas and your grounded reality. And, build those anchors. We'll see you next time.